Roblox did a big update, and as always, no one's happy with it, and the whole community's up in flames. So let's get into it. So today I was scrolling through Twitter and I found this lovely tweet from Bloxy News saying this: starting today, all plugins on the Roblox Creator Store must be sold and purchased using real-world currency, like the USD, rather than Robux. So what does this mean for Roblox? It means a lot of bad things are about to happen. Here's why. So as we previously read in the tweet, in spring of 2024, now, you'll be able to sell plugins on the Creator Store for United States dollars and receive a significantly higher revenue share, as Roblox will only deduct taxes and payment processing fees. Roblox's PR team really tried to help them here. The first line was basically like, hey guys, if you make plugins, you will make more money now. But is that the case? I don't think so. In theory, people who actually sell plugins should make more money because Roblox will be taking less fees from that given purchase. But that's not taking into account the accessibility of people buying that plugin. Let me explain. So we have two systems, right? So the first system is people buying a plugin with Robux. There's Robux fees, there's platform fees, and whatnot. So every time someone buys a plugin with Robux, it takes an X amount of money. But in the brand new system where people buy plugins with real USD, Roblox should, in theory, take less Robux. Not everyone has the ability to purchase things online through USD with credit cards, debit cards, or whatnot. Because as much as we can lie, a lot of the Roblox player base is younger, and they don't have credit cards, debit cards, or anything like that. And the only real purchasing power they do have is like gift cards their grandma gives them with Robux. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but at least half of the developers, especially new developers, are in that situation when they're trying to find a plugin to buy. But even if you do have the money and are willing to spend that money, you could not be even allowed to buy it. It all comes down to who Roblox is working with to process their payment fees, and that's Stripe. The thing about Stripe is, though, they don't operate in every single country. And if you're unlucky enough to be living in Brazil, you will not have the opportunity to sell or even buy plugins if you live in Brazil, which I find is absolutely crazy because Brazil has one of the biggest Roblox player bases and even a lot of devs who live and work from there. And this update is completely locking them out from using plugins. If you live in Brazil, first, I'm sorry, and second, I'm double sorry because you no longer cannot use plugins. Kind of cringe, I know. And it even gets worse, guys. It even gets worse. There are brand new requirements for you to upload your plugins if you want to sell them. Roblox's eligibility requirements for sellers, customers, and assets are stricter than previous requirements for sellers and buyers plugins with Robux. Even if you're already selling on the Creator Store, you will only be able to continue doing so if you meet these requirements. So if you're a seller, you have to meet these brand new requirements. First, your Roblox account must be verified with a government ID. So if you're someone who's not familiar providing Roblox with this information, maybe if you're wanted by the FBI or something like that, and you just don't want to give them your information, well, sadly, you can no longer sell plugins and make money from your hard work. Next, your Roblox account must not have been recently banned for any reason. I'm okay with that one. Sure, that's not bad. And thirdly, you must be 18 years of age or older, which really does suck. If you're like some genius 15-year-old and you've spent hours on hours on hours making a really handy plugin, well, now you just cannot sell it. And sadly, you must live in one of the supported countries by their third-party payment provider. And like I said before, if you live in Brazil, you are completely out of luck. I did hear from a few people, in theory, you could kind of bypass this whole situation by using a VPN, but you could be at risk for being banned permanently from all of Roblox, so probably just don't do that because you don't want to lose your account, right? It's not worth it. And plugins now will have a minimum price of $5 all the way up to the maximum price of $250. Yikes. I have absolutely no idea what type of plugin you would buy for 250 USD, but hey, I'd like to see it, you know. In the past, most plugins would either range from 50 Robux to all the way around to 250, with obviously some outliers here and there. So if you want any plugins, you're going to be paying a hefty price for a majority of them. Creators of plugins do have the option to make them free. I really have no idea how badly this is going to affect Roblox, only time can tell. All I know is that people who are just starting out development young, they're going to have a hard time because they can't access a lot of new tools. This update is basically just raising the bar for people to get in development, which should be the completely opposite way. Roblox should be aiming towards it making accessible to literally everyone, not locking it behind this paywall. I get the idea of it. I'm an adult. I'm 23 years old. It doesn't really matter me paying $10, $15 for a cool plugin that can make my game better. But if it's like a kid who's like 15 years old, who's just starting out, having these tools locked behind this and with no real way on buying it through Robux, which is the majority of way people buy stuff on Roblox, it's completely gatekeeping a community of people who want these tools. Roblox is a place where creativity is supposed to flourish, not locked behind a gate. Especially a gate that is heavily age restricted. But hey, that's just my opinion on it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this whole crazy situation. Is Roblox in the wrong or are they in the right? Let me know down in the comments, and if you're Brazilian, I am very, very sorry.